When detectives come to your house in the middle of the night, banging on your door, that is very traumatic. And I was not able to sleep for a long time because I was always afraid that that experience would happen again. Hi everybody, Shayla here from JunkDrawerMom, and I am passionate about developing as a mother. So on this channel, I make videos about really a lot of different aspects of motherhood, but really my goal is to normalize our parenting journey. Now, I hate it sometimes because it's hard and it's uncomfortable to talk about, but like I tell my kids all the time, just because it's hard, it doesn't mean that it can't be done. So I have to take my own advice on this one. Now, today I want to talk about what actually causes anxiety for us as moms. Now, what causes anxiety and anxiety disorders can be complicated, but actually being able to recognize the triggers can be a really great step into actually getting it under control. And really talking about these triggers with someone you trust or a therapist is a great way to kind of self-heal and start the process. People can experience anxiety when it comes to health issues, whether it be for yourself or for your child. It can cause a lot of worry because obviously, we can't necessarily see inside of our bodies. And so you see the one symptom, like, I don't know if you've seen the meme where it's like you go onto WebMD or something and you type in your symptoms and there's all these different things that you could possibly have, right? And that causes some sense of worry for people. Medication. Sometimes if you're on a medication and you don't have the right dosage or you come off of it, there are all these side effects and things that can actually affect your mood and affect, what you think about. And so it's important to, if you are on medication, to talk to your doctor about the symptoms that you are feeling, or if you're thinking about going on medication, to be very aware of the symptoms that you could experience while you're on these medications. Another one that is a trigger for anxiety is caffeine. So some people overdrink caffeine. I don't like coffee, so that's not really a big deal to me. But some people that I know will drink like 4 and 5 and 6 cups of coffee in a day. And so sometimes you have all of these, your senses are heightened. And so it can make you more susceptible to experiencing anxiety and being like more jittery and things like that. So definitely something to watch out for. Here's a big one, negative thinking. And this, I think, affects not just us as moms, but really everyone has to deal with their thought process and what they actually think about themselves, what they believe about themselves. And I've talked about that in a previous video, and I'm going to talk about it again because it's so important. We have to know and understand who we are and actually believe that. Having a positive outlook on life really does affect how we live and who we are to the people that are around us. Another one, and this is huge, especially nowadays, is social events. I know so many people that deal with social anxiety and like being in large groups of people or having to, speak in front of a group of people, but it's like a real thing where people are uncomfortable with being around large groups of people, and that can trigger some worry and anxiety in folks. This one is huge, and that's personal events. I mean, we all have experienced traumatic things in our lives. And I'll just give you a personal example. Like when my brother was killed in 2019, obviously that's a very traumatic experience. When detectives come to your house in the middle of the night, banging on your door, that is very traumatic. And I was not able to sleep for a long time because I was always afraid that that feeling or, that experience would happen again. And so some of you guys might have experienced some traumatic event in your life, and not just the event or the person, but there are sights and there are smells and there are things that you might see or hear that actually cause anxiety. And that's why, people say that identifying triggers can be tricky and kind of complicated because it's different for every person. like I said before, the more that we are honest and we evaluate ourselves and think about some of those kind of uncomfortable problem areas, the faster we can actually get to a resolution and overcoming them and being more healthy mentally and emotionally. In the next video, I'll be interviewing a healthcare worker discussing some coping strategies that we can use to manage our stress, and even some tips for if you have a child that deals with anxiety as well. Make sure you subscribe because I know you don't want to miss that video, and don't forget, hiding is overrated. I'll see you next time.